This was a man who had been told by a white judge to get out of his courtroom because he was a black man. This is a man who went to live in an all-black town to try and get away from that kind of racism. He was driven away from a situation and a place where there could have been no limits for him if he had been white.
Yes, and he could have destroyed himself, too, had he let this bitterness take over and make it impossible for him to do anything creatively or otherwise. So that he took it on the chin, so to speak, and picked himself up as they knocked him down and dusted himself off and went on. This is the lesson I get from him, that you do not let experiences of the most adverse kind overcome you and destroy you.
But did he never come home railing about the injustice of it all?
Never did. Never did. He did not. He did not express. I said that he thought that I was more impatient with the social system than he was. He thought that I was much more likely to be bitter than he was, and it was his lack of bitterness that caused me, in part, not to be bitter. But as we talked and we compared notes and views, he was much more lenient on society than I was.
Did he expect or encourage you to go out and fight against the injustices? Did he or did he basically say what you do is up to you?
Well, he thought that we all had a responsibility to fight injustices. He was liberal enough to let me do it in my own way, or to say that, your way may be different from mine, but I hope that your way will be effective. But he did not impose his will or his views on me or on anyone else. He held fast to them, though. I'm not suggesting that he was uncertain or weak or flaccid in his views. No, his views were strong. He would not go into a segregated place. It was the last place on earth if he could help it. But he didn't say, you cannot go into a segregated place. He would say, if you want to demean yourself, if you want to humiliate yourself, that's your problem, not mine.
When you say that he said that you as a young boy were more hard-nosed about society and racism than he was, what did he mean? I mean, what kinds of things would you say or do or that gave him that feeling?
I don't mean about racism so much about society as whole. I did not trust people as much as he did. I did not have as much faith in mankind as he did. I was much more suspicious of people than he was. I thought in terms of people's duplicity more than he did. And I thought that that people got away with more than they should.